So I'm here at Centro de Agricultura Regenerativa de la Huasteca. I'm Amanda, I'm the Director of Research, and I'm usually out here from Monday through Thursday. So today is Monday. I've been away for the weekend, and now I'm back for the next 4 days. So why don't you join me to take a walk around and we can look what we missed in the last few days. So I'll start at the main building. Usually I start by just unloading everything. I bring my food for the week. There's the kitchen. We greet the dogs. Luis is here watering our bananas. Now I'm going to take a walk over to our pollinator garden. I have some beautiful flowers just going off this week. They smell wonderful. Got some plumeria there. This is the beginning of our pollinator garden. We have a few transplants, our yellow trumpet flower, some periwinkles, our tropical milkweed, of course some bananas for shade. So this area looks good. It's got some growing in to do, but most of our transplants look okay. We got some wilters there, but overall, pretty good. Moving on to our horticulture area. This week we're going to seed to fill in this side. This is going to be tomatoes, some peppers, some papayas. We're going to put the papayas here in the middle to give a little bit of shade. Tomatoes like full sun, but the full sun down here is a little bit different. So getting a little bit of speckled afternoon shade is usually a boost. We can check in on our squash plants here. We have a couple different varieties. Looks like they're growing at different rates. But they look nice and green. No need for fertilizer, I don't think. Maybe a little bit of pest damage, so we can keep an eye on that. And we got our beds ready for some more horticulture planting. A couple tomato plants back there, but overall they're just ready to go, full of rich soil. Here we have our frijol de árbol, gandul. It's a pigeon pea in English. So we have that filling in this row, and of course our vetiver nursery. At one point our horticulture area looked like our vetiver nursery, but as we cycle out we're left with nice broken up soil. So we harvested some vetiver last week for erosion control down by the river. We got our nice shade area here with bamboo and bananas around the cabins. Luis planted some chile piquin down here. It's looking good. Aquí tenemos a nuestras aprendices de Jóvenes Construyendo el Futuro, Lady y Dianey, sacando maleza. Hola. Hola. Those are our apprentices from the Jóvenes Construyendo el Futuro program, and they're cleaning out some weeds in our beds in front of the cabins. I'll check up on our little mulberry shrub here. Doesn't look like we're fruiting this week. Unfortunately, no mulberries with yogurt for breakfast. Our shade house here looks like overall okay. Some pest damage. We got our little potato sacks. Got some plants coming out, but I don't see any that really look like potatoes, so we'll have to do some weed control. Got a little bit of dryness. Some of our native trees are really ready for transplant, so we'll have to focus on that. I think we planted some moringa here for our grazing area, regenerative grazing area. Here's our cempasúchil marigold. Looks like it's on track to be flowering for the Day of the Dead, or Chantolo. Our cuttings of dragon fruit are doing okay. Got another couple nice chili plants here. Over here, Luis, our Director of Operations, is really one for the super hot chilies, so I got him some seeds of some of the hottest chilies, including like the scorpion, ghost peppers, things like that. So he has those growing over here, and we've got plenty of fruit. So let's take a peek at our water storage. See if we're going to need to pump this week. It's down in here. Looking a little low. So I think we'll have to add pumping water to the schedule. Got plenty of material for our biochar. And now we'll check up on the worms. We made these screens to protect from the chickens, but the chickens have figured out how to pull out staples. Clever things. Our worms look nice and moist. We've got some nice new bedding in the top. Not too wet. Looking good. Take a peek at bed 2. Looks like it's leaking. I'm guessing Luis just added some water here while he was watering. Also looks good. What we have to do is build up some of the plant material. Since we're expecting some rain this week, so that if it floods, the worms have an area to escape to. Now we've got our first vetiver on contour row, and then in between our rows we tend to grow a few crops, usually our fruit trees, but right now we've got some okra too. Some of it got a little bit overgrown, so we're going to leave that there for seed, but I'll have to come back out here and harvest some of our tender growth here. This looks like a good one. Last week we made some fried okra out of that. It's a beautiful flower. And I think this week we're going to pickle. That's my favorite, pickled okra. Now we're getting into our fruit trees. We got our bananas, our papayas, everything looking nice and healthy. We've got some local sunflower type plants, really good for grazing areas. Got a couple open spots where we can put in some new fruit trees. Got a few in the greenhouse, in the shade house, that we can go ahead and transfer. Sapote, chico sapote, things like that. We have some ciruela, local plum cuttings. Got a nice mango here. These little ones are putting out some beautiful new growth. That's that reddish color. Let's see if we can cut through here and take a look at our squash. Luis harvested a couple of cantaloupe today, so that's nice. Out here it gets a little less managed, but we got some squash plants growing. Let's take a look. This is our pica pica mansa. Nice leguminous green manure crop. Beautiful flowers here too. Look at that. This is our calabaza de Castilla area. Got some big ones growing. We're going to use these for squash candy and seeds. Might come through and harvest some squash blossoms, because fried squash blossoms are always a favorite. Look at this one. Got that squash forming at the base of the flower. Looks like it was pollinated. Pretty soon we'll have some beautiful squash. I don't see much water in our retention pond, but like I said, we've got some rain coming this week. Hopefully that'll change. So that's my round of check-ins on day 1 of my stay here at the Centro. It helps me come up with a list of things to look at and projects to work on for the week. And so today, this big project this week is going to be seeding and getting some plants into our horticulture area. So it's looking good, and we're hoping for rain this week.